need to, the governor of Nairobi must be in the office before 6 and must leave after 8. He must be first in, last out to get the job done. Pay attention, be present where work takes place, motivate, coach, control, be available to the citizens for consultations, be available to the Residents Association for consultation. This is not a place where, it's not like Parliament, where you go at 11, then take 2 hours break, and then come back at 3 and then go home.
But you know, as you say that, you must also remember and be alive to the fact that once you become a governor, you've got MCAs who then are entrusted with policy discussion, passing the law, discussing the budget, and all those things.
Oh yes.
How then do you balance? Assuming
and thank
then
you, thank you for bringing the point around MCAs. Member county MCAs, their work is oversight. You know, an egg has 3 parts: the yolk, which is where the heart of the DNA is. Yeah. Then the yolk is protected by an egg white. So the yolk is the executive. The egg white is really the MCAs, and the shell is the residents of Nairobi. Business association, residents associations, neighborhood associations. I will bring to life the Urban and Cities Act, the Neighborhoods Act. We will bring, for instance, what does that mean, Manuel? Well, say you live in a neighborhood like Buruburu, and I get an invoice saying somebody has tarmacked a road in Buruburu and has done pavements and covered storm drains. I will expect the Buruburu Residents Association to sign that invoice first.
Before you pay? Before I pay.
I think residents must start to participate so that if they say that pothole is repaired, today the biggest complaint is, munalipa watu na hakuna kazi wamefanya. The frustration is boiling over and they are demanding participation in government. This is what we mean. And that's why it's Nairobi to Itaka. My work is to deliver what they want. That promise is a government of the people, for the people, by the people.
A lot of people will say that the matching of governor and running mates, not just in Nairobi County, but across the country. But in our case, we'll just speak about your candidature and your running mate. Are these marriages of convenience? Is this somebody you know? Did you know him well enough before you appointed him to be before you selected him to be your running mate? And what else does it bring to you?
I met Professor Kaloki when he was actually a scholar in Texas, Dallas. And he was involved in an exchange program of bringing American companies.
And when was this?
Back in the year 2004. I was deputy managing director at Hako Industries.
Yes.
And we used to do a hair product called Motions and TCB, which is manufactured in Dallas. And he came with a delegation from America as a Kenyan and visited our factory. Eventually, after that, he came back home and ran for Kibwezi parliamentary seat of in Makueni County. And so we've been friends. And I've watched how he has performed as a non-executive chairman or a chairman of the Kenya Medical Training College, which is perhaps the most successful technical vocational educational training institute. He's a professor of business and executive management, and he will have a cabinet role, and he'll be, so we know one another in that context. And he's been in parliament, he's a politician, and he's also a business executive. And we are both professionals.
Was this a marriage of convenience of numbers that Professor Kaloki comes from a certain area and I come from a certain area, so that if I add these two together, then I've got huge numbers that can be able to see me over there?
Of course, there's solid political equation. Politics is done in mother tongue, not in English and Swahili. All right? The 4 biggest, most popular mother tongues in Nairobi is Kikuyu, Kamba, Luo, and Luya. Actually, it's Kikuyu, Luya. You know, those are the 4. But Nairobi is a city of everybody. So you also have to look at the political, definitely at the political equation, and that's why we Azimio la Umoja. It's about the whole country. Unity is what we are looking for. We don't want to make certain big political positions to be tag teams between 2 mother tongues. You know, like they are playing ping pong amongst one another, and that's the genius of Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, and the genius of the platform he has given us in Azimio la Umoja, in One Kenya Alliance.
Mr. Igathe, Nairobi tunavyoitaka.
Na hii tunavyoitaka.
Na hii tunavyoitaka. Thank you so much for coming to Face the Nation.
And Manuel, thank you very much.
And we hope to have you here. As soon as you become a governor, we hope to have you back on the show.
When I'm governor in 10 days with a 65% mandate, stonking mandate, we're not